Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazooie here, and welcome to episode 26 of Skill into Glory, which is the second episode of today. So, yeah, we're gonna start off by changing up the squads, because the squad that we built in the previous episode was actually quite low in fitness, so I decided to switch to this team, and we go into the first game of this episode, and we come up against a 5 at the back Barclays Premier League squad, as you can see, with a lot of pace, with Willian, Andre Schürrle, and also Loic Remy up front. So, we getting started off in the 11th minute with Ibarbo, a couple fake shots, two Ronaldo chops. We did get a shot in there with his right foot, but an easy save for his goalkeeper. Then a few minutes later, we picked up a free kick, and we do hit the post. Very, very unlucky there. Then pretty much straight away on the counter-attack, it's my opponent going through with Willian, who was not offside apparently. He gets a shot in, it gets saved, but then from the rebound, it is Loic Remy to make it 1-0. Then we move on in the 24th minute. It is actually him there with Leroy Ferrer on the ball with a couple skill moves. He gets a shot in, which gets saved, and he gets another shot in. And again, it is Begovic with a really, really nice save to keep us into the game. Then we move it into the second half, because the first half wasn't really that interesting, at least for us, because we barely created anything. We only had two chances at the very beginning of the game. And then in the 74th minute, we give away a stupid penalty. And as you can see as well, he makes it 2-0. So at that point, I really thought it was game over, simply because we barely created chances during this game. But then in the 81st minute, we have the ball with Guarin. I thought we got fouled there, but as you can see, we keep going there with Ibarbo. And then we actually got fouled, and we actually got a penalty as well. So we step up for it with Ibarbo, and guess what? We shoot it sky high, like probably the worst penalty I've ever taken. But anyway, that is how the game ended. We lost 2-0. We had a few chances at the start of this game, as I mentioned. We actually hit the post from a free kick, which was unlucky. But at the very end of the game, we completely gave it away. So, yeah, we move on into the second game. We decided to switch teams because the other team had, I think, an injury. I think Ibarbo was injured. So, we move it into the second game. Once again, we come up against a Barclays Premier League team with a lot of Chelsea players, actually. And we start off there with Aidan McGeady on the ball there with a couple skill moves, of course. We did get a shot in, but in the end, it got saved by his goalkeeper. Then we move on in the 9th minute. We picked up a free kick. We get it all the way to Aidan McGeady. We do get a header in, but then in the very end, he manages to clear it away off the line. Then we pick it up here with Coleman. We do get a shot in from close range, but yet again a nice save there from Hattrick to keep my opponent into the game. Then in the 12th minute, look at this. He decided to pass it back to Hattrick, but he completely fails and he almost scores an own goal. Could have been a pretty funny goal. But anyway, we move on here in the 44th minute. He plays a through pass there to Loic Remy. And as you can see, my defenders were pretty much nowhere. He goes 1-on-1 and he makes it 1-0. Pretty much his first chance of the game. And just a terrible way to end off the first half. Then we're in the second half here. We play through to Doumbia. We go 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper, but this time it is yet again Hattrick with an amazing save. Then we pick up a corner. We play it short to Naldo. We cross it over to the back post to Aidan McGeady, who goes with the header and finally gets us that goal and makes it 1-1. Then in the 64th minute, he has the ball there with David Silva. Cross it over to Loic Remy, and guess what? He actually gets his second goal. So once again, we were trailing this game, but then we picked up a free kick in the 66th minute. Wasn't really too sure which player I should take it with, so I decided to go with Doumbia, and guess what? We fired it into the back of the net to make it 2-2 and score a pretty nice goal there from the free kick. Then straight from kickoff, he goes with the pace with Loic Remy, and yeah, look at that for a goal. Like a cross goal, I don't really know what Begovic was doing at that point, because I think he could have saved it easily. But anyway, it's 3-2. Yet again, he's taking the lead, and in the 74th minute, he makes it 4-2 to make it even worse. And yeah, with only like a couple minutes, he scored 2 goals. So I was pretty annoyed. As you can see here, I was just doing the exact same thing, just like he did with Remy against me. Just going with the pace, taking out his goalkeeper, and get us that very late consolation goal. Then we're in the 90th minute. We have the ball with Leroy Ferrer. We pass it off to Doumbia. We create some space with the fake shot. We do get a shot in at the near post, but it just went wide. Probably should have been a 4-4, but unfortunately we missed. And that is how the game ended. So we lost another game with 4-3. As you can see, we're sitting on 4 points right now after 4 games. So I really need to step up my game this time, because I just can't afford to lose any more games. So yeah, we go into the second game. We come up against this dude with in-form Aubameyang. And I was not looking forward to play against this team. But anyway, straight from kickoff, we go on a skill run there with Aidan McGeady. We beat 2 defenders, then we beat another one there with a bar roll heel flick. Then we go with a scoop turn. We take out his goalkeeper as well with the ball roll, and we put it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 and give us that early lead. And the 8th minute, He has the ball there with Cuadrado. I knew what he was going to do, but I just couldn't do a thing about it. And as you can see, he makes it 1-1. Then within a few minutes, in the 39th minute, he crossed it over. And then seriously, look at this. Like, I pressed X, or spammed rather, just to kick the ball away. But for some reason, it just wouldn't let me. Philipp Lahm was also just laying on the ground and was basically blocking off the ball. He stood up and he makes it 2-1. Just an annoying goal to concede. Then just before half time, we get some skill moves going with Doumbia. We pick it up with Gervinho. We pass it back to Doumbia. We go with a fake shot and we actually do make it 2-2 just before half time. Then we're still in the 45th minute. We have the ball there with Doumbia. We send Gervinho away. We go 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper. I probably could have gone past him, but I just decided to take the goal because I really wanted to get that lead back. Then we move it into the second half, straight from kickoff. It's my opponent on the ball with Marco Reus, just going past my defenders like it's nothing. Gets his shot in there, as you can see, but in the very end we do clear it off the line. Then from a goal kick, we get the ball all the way to Doumbia. We head it over to Cuadrado. We get past one defender, we get past another one. Then we go with a simple finesse shot at the near post to make it 4-2 and give us a bit of a comfortable lead. Then in the 77th minute, from a free kick, look at that for a pass all the way to Doumbia, who was completely free. We go with a finesse shot into the far corner and we actually do make it 5-2. Then with only a few minutes, he plays it off to Gervinho. A big error there from Nado, as you can see, because he completely just run over the ball. Then I decide to like go with a bit of a tackle. As you can see, he picks up a penalty, so he steps up with Bastian Schweinsteiger and he makes it 5-3 to get him a goal back. Then in the 90th minute, from a goal kick, we get it all the way to Gervinho. We pass it off to Cuadrado there. We beat one defender with a nice skill move. We keep on going there with the pace. We go with a ball roll to a Ronaldo chop to cut inside. We did get a shot in, and from the rebound we do finish it off to make it 6-3 in the very end. So a lot of goals in this game, and in the very end as well, we luckily enough got the 3 points, which you of course need. So we're currently sitting on 7 points. We need about 5 more points in order to secure that we won't relegate. So hopefully we will win our next game as well. And the next game is going to be the final game of this episode. So yeah, we switch back to the Ibarbo squad with also Arroyo and Cuadrado. We do apply a couple of fitness cards there, as you can see, because a few players were actually low on fitness. And we do go into the final game of this episode. And we come up against this dude was actually using a Premier League team in the 4-4-2 formation, as you can see, with Diouf and Lukaku up front. And we start from kickoff there with Cuadrado with a couple skill moves. We beat a couple of his defenders. Then in the end, we beat his final defender with a nice ball roll. We go once again with a simple finesse shot at the near post, because as I said in the previous episode, those finesse shots are seriously like ridiculously overpowered. They seriously go in every single time. You can see there as well, like we take out his goalkeeper, we do make it 2-0 again with Cuadrado, and then like 1 minute later we have the ball with Matias Fernandes. We play it off to Cuadrado, we beat one of his defenders with a scoop turn, we go with a finesse shot and we do make it 3-0. Within a space of 11 minutes we already got a hat-trick there with Cuadrado, which is probably the fastest one I've ever had with a player in Ultimate Team. But anyway, we move on in the 23rd minute. Is Cuadrado there on the ball with a couple skill moves. Then we pass it off to Maicon, then we cross it over to Ibarbo, who goes for a header. Looks like a bit of a weird header, because I think the goalkeeper could have saved it, at least by the looks of it. But anyway, we do make it 4-0. Then a few minutes later he actually gets a goal back there to make it 4-1. Then in the 45th minute we do make it 5-1. A goal I actually regret scoring, because it's just one of those goals that no one likes, basically. But anyway, we make it 5-1 with Cuadrado to extend our lead. And in the second half we get through with Ibarbo. We do make it 6-1 to basically make it game over, because at that point my opponent barely created anything. Then in the 80th minute we actually do pick up a penalty after Cuadrado did a fake Rabona. As you can see, it is Ibarbo stepping up for it, and he puts it in to make it 7-1 and also complete his hat-trick. Then straight from kickoff, look at this, like he went for a shot with Lukaku, and imagine if that would have gone in. That would have been an insane goal. But anyway guys, that is how that game ended. We won 7-1. I know some of the goals haven't really been the best, and I know the gameplay hasn't been either, but that was mainly because of the fact that Ultimate Team has been pissing me off much lately. You probably will know it if you follow me on Twitter, but like the thing that annoyed me the most was that I had to play Division 3 all over again, which just also made me use players like Ibarbo and stuff, because those are actually players that actually win games for you, and you can also have some fun with them, because you can actually score some nice goals with them, which I actually already have done, and you guys know them from the gameplay. So yeah, I'll probably won't really use them anymore once I've reached Division 1. I will be using them in Division 2 though, so for the people that don't like it, I'm sorry, but I can't really change it anymore. From Division 1 I will probably sell on all the squads that I currently have and build one really good team, and hopefully yeah, hopefully win Division 1 with it. So if you have any suggestions for those teams, then feel free to let me know in the comments down below, or let me know on Twitter. So yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, would be very much appreciated. And if you can hit 1,500 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.